AI has become fast in a way that's hard for humans to fully track. Some models can generate 10 to 20 reasoning steps in under 0.1 seconds. It correct, then incorrect, then corrected again, all almost instantly, making me think, if AI is now operating faster than we can observe, what exactly are we still governing? Hi everyone, I'm Vivia. Welcome back to Raw to Real, turning raw data into real understanding. As we approach the end of the year, everyone starts doing their wrap-ups, and I'm no exception. Lately, I've been asking myself, how did AI truly change in 2025? Not which model topped which leaderboard, but what the industry actually learned. And when I look back at 2025, one theme stood out very clearly. Governing AI became just as important as improving it. For a long time, AI progress felt very linear. If you scaled the model, performance went up. We saw 14 to 16% benchmark jumps mostly from adding parameters. But 2025 changed that. The newest frontier models like O1, O3 Mini, Cloud 4.2, Gemini 2 gained only 5 to 12% on standardized benchmarks. At the same time, something else surfaced as models became stronger. Their behavior became less predictable. Anthropic observed an 18% increase in reasoning variability when moving from 400B to 1T parameters. Microsoft also reported 23% more error propagations in workflows beyond 12 steps. Gemini 2 noted a 70% rise in tool use error in longer chains of thought. So, even though the models were more capable, their stability didn't always follow the same trajectory. Benchmark also started losing resolutions. Top models were separated by only 1.8 to 2.4%. That's when the question shifted from how strong is the model to can the model stay consistent and can we understand its behavior? So let's take a closer look to 2025. The shift of AI governance has become visible everywhere. Every frontier model released this year came with some form of supervision or verification layer, and enterprises move just as quickly. 61% of large organizations now say traditional benchmarks no longer reflect the real performance, and more than half have already built their own evaluation pipeline based on their workflow instead of relying on public tests. At the same time, agent-based systems explode in adoption, up 360%, with 97% of companies using or testing agents for automation. But the moment these agents started running real multi-step tasks, their limitations showed. Workflows longer than 15 steps show a 31% failure rate without any form of supervision. That's when companies realize they need people, not just model, to keep everything in check. Evaluators, reasoning QA, governance specialists, roles that barely existed 2 years ago, suddenly grew 512% year over year. When you pull all of this together, the picture becomes clear. 2025 wasn't about bigger models. It was about building models that we could monitor, understand, and rely on. And because of that, companies naturally started adding more structure around how AI works. Instead of focusing only on output evaluation to find whether the final answer was correct, they began paying attention to how the model arrived there. Its reasoning step, its tool calls, and its logic follow or skip. For the first time, evaluating the process mattered as much as evaluating the output. But governance didn't stop at reasoning. As agents took on more complex tasks, the companies realized they need systems that could observe the entire workflow, not just the ending. Adding a supervisory layer, whether another model or a dedicated verifier, reduce error propagation dramatically and keep long chains of reasoning from drifting off track. It wasn't about restricting AI. It was about giving it guardrails so it could operate safely at scale. In many ways, evaluation keep AI accurate, supervision keep AI reliable, and governance became the way we combine both. So 2025 showed us something very clear. The market isn't stepping away from powerful AI, it's stepping toward AI that can be managed, monitored, and governed. Understanding how a model arrives at its answer matters just as much as the answers themselves. So as we close out this year, I find myself sitting with one final question. Have we truly learned how to govern AI? Or is 2025 simply the first signal that we still have a long way to go?